Well, howdy there, Dr. Jim. Howdy, Dr. Jim, to a living legend amongst us.
What's the program for tonight? Mr.
Hey,
Lawler going to be with us?
yes, sir. It's in the email. No, I don't know. No one reads the email, it seems, these days. So I'm going to present how to achieve your goals. Mr. Don Lawler is going to present. So you're on social media. How's it working for you?
Know what you want, design a plan to get what you want, have the guts to see it through.
There you go. I'll be right back, sir. All righty, sir. We've got three in the waiting room. Mr. Don Lawler, Mr. Misi, and Miss Amber D.
Hello, hello.
Well, hello there, Mr. Lawler. How are you,
Mr.
sir?
Isaac, I'm doing fine. How are you?
I'm doing wonderful.
My cough dropped down. I
Mhm.
was losing my voice. I've been talking all day.
See, Dr. Jim is here with us as well. I think he may be a little preoccupied. Miss Amber D, Mr. Misi.
If I should want to show my screen, would I go over to where it says more and then it says like show dots or white
No,
bullets?
no, sir. I will go to host tools myself, and I will allow you to become host so you can show it.
Okay, I
And
may
then,
want to show everyone my LinkedIn page and maybe a lineable page. Just kind of depends
okay.
on how the class goes.
All right. Miss Allen.
Can anyone hear me?
Yeah.
Okay,
Hello.
just wanted to make sure because okay, thank you.
All right. So I've got it set to where at the bottom you should see the tab that says share, Mr. Lawler,
Uh,
and you should be able to share your screen
okay.
when you want to share it.
Okay.
Mhm.
Sounds good.
How's everybody doing this evening?
And how are you?
All right, Miss Allen.
You can hear me?
Yes,
Very
ma'am, we
well.
can.
Hey, I'm so glad I got a replacement.
You got it fixed. Yes, ma'am. Miss Amber, can you hear us, darling? She said yes in the chat room. Don't see all of the usual suspects tonight.
That means we're not suspect.
Yes, sir.
Think twice.
There you go. Well, shoot, I guess we may have just about enough time for Dr. Jim to enlighten us on how the doctor, and by the doctor, I do mean the Dr. Pepper, saved his most humble living legend life. You
Yeah,
know? So
good story.
There's
Yeah.
no time for that. That's a much more intricate story than a brief.
That's an epic tale. Why not?
There you go.
But it's funny. You might tell everybody about the podcast the other night, and we were the only ones there.
Yeah.
It's all good. It's all good. We brought
All
out the crew
good.
though.
All
So,
good.
yep. Brought out the crew. That's how we do. So we'll give everybody about 3-ish more minutes, and we're gonna go ahead and get the clanging and banging those weights. Oh, well, we're gonna go ahead and get the talking.
Isaac and his fitness.
Mr. Lawler, how are you doing with your exercise program?
I'm doing great. I'm losing weight. My voice is back.
I see muscles popping out underneath the shirt.
We're waiting for those.
It's happening. It's a work in the process. It's happening.
In process.
It is happening. Guarantee you that. Yeah. So Dr. Jim will be here in a couple days.
I've had several
Friday.
people, including three clients that I haven't seen in about a month. They were in the studio today.
Very nice.
They all commented and said, "My gosh, what are you doing?" I
Very
told them,
good.
you got to talk to my friend, Mr. Isaac.
There you go. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
The question is, what is your wife saying?
She says, "Oh, hush. I'm losing weight and she's not." I keep saying, "You can do it too."
Yes, sir. And like Dr. Jim and Mr. Macy and others, they some of them know about it as well. You said that the wedding that I referred you to this
Yes,
past weekend went pretty well.
it went very well. Very nice people. It was a beautiful venue. I would have never guessed it from the outside because it was in a strip shopping center, but a new venue, and it was very, very nice and
Very nice.
really nice people. I enjoyed it. And I'm still working on 500 and something photos.
There you go. But the business closed and everything.
Yeah.
There you go.
It's great. Thank you,
There you go.
Mr. Isaac.
Absolutely. You're so welcome. Many more to come. So Facebook is a powerful tool. So
Mhm.
yeah. What'd you say, Mr. Macy?
I didn't say anything.
Your screen popped up. So it means
She's
something.
thinking really loudly.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, something came out. Michael. Yeah. All right, it is 6:40, you all. Let's go ahead and get the chugging. All right, can everyone see my screen okay?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Very nice. All righty then. So good evening, beautiful people. This is the Wednesday webinar, and I am your host, Mr. Isaac D. Coleman, President and founder of the Reality of Networking International, and the founder and holistic health and fitness practitioner of the Reality of Fitness family. My co-hosts are none other than two living legends amongst us. Dr. James Renford Powell, founder of I Am Press, where he helps you to unlock that book in you, and the founder of the Institute of Applied Metaphysics, where one comes to know. And Mr. Don Lawler of Brand Aid, Branding That Sticks, and Storytellers, where he tells you, tell me your story. And the Wednesday webinars are brought to you by the Reality of Networking International of Health and Wealth. And today is June 17th, 2026, in the year of our Lord. And the Wednesday webinar episodes air every first, third, and fourth Wednesdays of the month. The second Wednesday of the month is reserved for the in-person mastermind meeting for the members and guests. In today's agenda, we shall cover the practical purpose of the Wednesday webinars. Segment 1, how to achieve your goals, presented by Mr. Isaac D. Coleman. Segment 2, we shall cover, so you're on social media. How's that working for you? Presented by Mr. Don Lawler. And then we will spend about 5 or 10 minutes or so for questions and answers. So you beautiful people, God's beautiful people, my people, whom I serve and love, you're all gathered here with myself because great minds think alike and link alike. So what is the practical purpose of the Wednesday webinars? Simply put, they are designed to educate and empower entrepreneurs and business professionals with realistic, tried and true tools, technologies, philosophies, and proper protocols designed to help you become more successful with advertising, marketing, masterminding, and networking in your everyday businesses and lives. A very short way to put it, these are the blueprints for how to achieve your goals, increase sales, and enhance your marketing. So welcome to the Wednesday webinar, where growth meets greatness. So, how to achieve your goals. Myself being the only American to ever capture the most thumb push-ups in 1 minute for Guinness World Records, while simultaneously or contemporaneously raising tons of funds for those beautiful babies at St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. I know a little something about setting goals and achieving them. But I ask you, anybody in the webinar at the moment, how do you achieve your goals? Anybody can take a stab at this one. How do you achieve your goals? Anybody?
Determine what you want, design a plan to get what you want, and stick to it.
Very nice, Dr. Jim. Anybody else?
Also have specific goals, not vague goals. For instance, don't say I want to lose weight. Say how much weight I want to lose by how much, what length of time, and how you're going to achieve that.
Great job, Ms. Allen. Taking like a page or two out of the book of the Laws of Material Wealth by Dr. James Griffin Powell. There you go.
That's where I got that from. Okay.
No, that was great. That was great. There's other sources it comes from as well. Anybody else? Mr. Misi, Miss Amber. Anybody want to take a crack at this one. Crack that whip, ladies. Let's go. Mr. Macy, you lost for words?
No, I don't have a loss for words. I pretty much agree with what the two people before me said. Except for I also believe in um making setting reasonable goals. You know, s- small goals to get to to get to a large goal. Whereas some people, just say, "Hey, I want to buy a home," but they don't put into it goes back to what Dr. Jim is saying, put a plan together, but have it, really strategize, as far as get your credit right, get your finances in your bank right, get your just the proper steps that it takes to do it versus just having the goal. Because you can have the goal on paper, but if you don't have the proper steps to get there, it's just a goal on paper.
Okay. That's a good one. That's a good one. All right. Well, let's have a word from the late, great Mr. Jim Rohn, co-founder of Herbalife and one of the world's greatest motivational speakers of all time. This lecture is called How to Get Whatever You Want. How to Get Whatever You Want.
Let me give you a Bible philosophy that teaches how to get whatever you want. That's the title of the next set of notes. How to get whatever you want. Here's what it says if you're ready. It says, ask. That's it. If there's one art in life to learn extremely well, that's got to be one of them. The art of asking. What does ask mean? Ask means, what do you want? Now, let me give you 3 key points on asking and receiving. Number 1, asking is the beginning of receiving. I don't even know how it works. All I know is it works. There's a lot of things you don't need to know how. Just work them. Some people are always studying the roots. Others are picking the fruit. I mean, it depends on what end of it you want in on. Here's number 2. Receiving is not the problem. Receiving is automatic. Failure to ask might be one of your major problems. I don't know. Check it out. Good work. Who are asking? So you got to change that.
There you go. So,
let me give you,
as Mr. Rome stated, the Bible philosophy is quite clear. If you want to get something, you want to achieve a goal, you must ask. And the Bible breaks it down right here. Ask and you shall receive. If you look at Matthew in the Holy Bible, chapter 7, verse 7, it says, ask and it shall be given you. Seek and ye shall find. Knock and it shall be opened unto you. It also goes on to say in Luke 11:9, so I say unto you, ask and it will be given to you. Seek and you will find. Knock and the door will be opened to you. And then again, in John 15:7, it states, if you remain in me and my words remain in you, ask whatever you wish, and it will be done for you. Quite clear, that Bible philosophy. The Bible verses break it down clearly. We must ask. If you have a goal, ask how to get there. Ask questions, ask mentors, ask coaches, ask Copilot, ask Gemini, ask Google AI. Find those steps that Mr. Macy talked about. Get the steps and get to work. Get busy. But you got to get busy in asking. You got to ask all the right questions and then take the necessary steps. But who or what exactly are we asking? Number 1, as Dr. Jim always says, look within. The truth is already inside of you. What do you really want? Ask yourself, what are you willing to do to get there? Because for anything great in life requires sacrifice. It requires sacrifice. You look on calls like this. Some members not here. Some members are never here. But they have a poor time in receiving that which they really want because they're not asking properly and they're not asking within themselves. You know, Mr. Jim Rohn used to always say as well, in life, we all must suffer one of two types of pains. It can be the pain of discipline, or it can be the pain of regret. The pain of discipline requires a price to pay, that's sacrifice. But the pain of regret, he says, that weighs heavy and it costs a ton. You see, if you have a goal, a burning desire, maybe to start that business, maybe to scale that business, maybe to write that book, maybe to shoot that movie, and you're not taking those steps in that direction, failing forward so that you may succeed up, you're never going to get there. It'll be a should've, would've, could've, and a ton of regret. But no discipline to get you there. What else are you asking? Write those goals down. Ask God and the multiverse. Ask the multiverse, the universe, what you want. Put them on that paper, write them down, make that list, and believe you can achieve. But what else? You must ask others. Again, these are your mentors. These are your coaches, your consultants, your people who are qualified and certified to help you with those goals and the people that you need in order to succeed. As Mr. Misi stated, you want to buy a house, well, you probably need to talk to a mortgage broker and a realtor. You can't quite get around that. You may need to talk to a banker. You may need to talk to a property and casualty insurance agent. Get busy asking the right people. But see, when you're asking the right way and you're preparing and planning and strategizing, like Dr. Jim said, the universe, the multiverse, God will pour ye out a blessing. They're coming your way. They are sure to come your way if you're doing what you're supposed to do. And as Dr. Jim always states, everything starts in mind. It starts in the mind. So your thoughts. Whatever the mind of man can conceive and believe, he can achieve. That was expressed by Dr. Napoleon Hill, who is the author of the world famous book, Think and Grow Rich. It appeared first in his 1970 book, a later publication, Succeed and Grow Rich Through Persuasion. Then, action, pronto. You must get busy getting busy. Take those actions. Read the books. Attend the seminars. Attend the conferences. Attend the webinars. Ask the right people. Ask the right questions. Start putting your plan into place. Messing up, making some mistakes, getting it right, getting it better. You got to get busy moving, learning the new skills and the other skills and the things that will liberate you from your 9-to-5 paradigm and shift you into your goals. You got to take action. Dr. Jim states in this very famous business book, been called by many businessmen and women worldwide as the most important book you need to read if you intend on starting a business and succeeding. It's called The Laws of Material Wealth. Universal Principles of Success as Revealed by the Masters. Dr. Jim says this: learn the rules of the game and get prepared. Goes back to what Mr. Misi said. You got to strategize. If you know you want to purchase a house, just simply look up the rules for purchasing a house. You want to become a phlebotomist or an aviation specialist, look up the rules for what is required. You want to break a Guinness World Record? Look up the rules for what is required. Then you must take action. The thoughts plus your actions, they will then give you your results. In the Holy Bible, the book of James, chapter 2, verse 26 states, faith without works is dead. As we see clearly, thoughts plus actions equals our results. That's the formula to achieving your goals. No matter if your goal is business, no matter if your goal is entertainment, no matter if your goal is a relationship, no matter if your goal is to become healthier or wealthier beyond your wildest imagination, this is the formula in which you must employ. But this formula, your thoughts and actions equaling your results, is fueled by a foundation. That foundation is discipline. You must discipline your thoughts to achieve your goals. You must discipline your actions to be consistent with them so that you achieve your goals. Those disciplined results will be the quality of your goals you obtained and achieved. But there's something that comes stealing for you, something that gets in your way, something that tries to hold you back from succeeding in your goals. And I'm not talking about haters. Haters will always be there. There's nothing you can do about them except laugh at them and keep it moving and keep succeeding. No better way to get at a hater than to succeed. Get richer, get healthier, get wiser, get smarter. You silence the haters, but never completely. They're going to always hate. That's just the way the world works. Get over it. But the real thing that comes to stealing is not some outside external person or force or devil or demon. It's that thief in your mind. That thief in your mind that's after your promise. Forget about that thief in the alley that's after your purse or wallet. You see, too many people base their lives off their feelings and emotions, and it holds them back from achieving and succeeding in those goals they claim they wanted to obtain. Your feelings and emotions need to be managed. Be practical, be logical, be disciplined to achieve your goals. Here's a word from Mrs. Mel Robbins. She's a personal growth expert and best-selling author. She says, stop letting your feelings dictate your life.
95% of our decisions are made by how you feel in the moment. And that is the problem. Do I feel like getting up?
No, you don't.
No. Do you feel like making that cold call? No, you don't. Do you feel like doing that third set of reps? No, you don't. We make decisions based on our feelings, and that is robbing you of joy and opportunity. If you accept the fact that you may never feel ready, and you may never feel motivated, and you may never feel confident, you may never feel courageous, and that's okay, but you can still push yourself forward. As you start to see yourself becoming the person that takes action, guess what happens? You build the skill of confidence and courage.
Well said. Well said. Well said, Mrs. Mel Robbins. So, next Wednesday webinar, I will be telling you all about when is the best time to start a business. When is the best time to start a business? 6:30 p.m. to 7:30 p.m. next Wednesday, June 24th, presented by yours truly. Now, as my segment draws near to a close, I want to leave you all with a message from the late, great Mr. Jim Rohn himself on learn how to set goals and check them off. Check them off.
No better inspiration than to set your goals. Here's how simple it is. Decide what you want, write it all down. Make a list of the people you want to meet. Make a list of the books you want to read. Make a list of the classes you want to take. Make a list of the cities you want to visit. Make a list of the investments you want to have. Here's the next key now. Start checking them off. Put a lot of little things on some lists so you can start checking off something right away. Here's what's next. If you check off something major, celebrate, because that inspires you to make a longer list of goals. I put a little revenge on my first list. Some of the people who said I couldn't succeed, came from the farms of Idaho, they went on my list. Couldn't wait to get my new car, drive it up on their lawn. Just little satisfactions. My Japanese friend, Toro Ikeda, put on his first list, a Caucasian gardener. Yeah, I like that. Okay, little satisfactions, right?
Well, there you have it. All right, beautiful people. So, what is the key to success?
I'm going to be a
After knowing what you want, what is the key to success?
Get
Anybody?
started.
Say again, Mr. Macy?
Get started.
Get started. Get started right away. Action pronto. The key to success is to start before you are ready. You can't make excuses. You got to make executions. And if you want more referrals in your business, if you want more referrals in your business, if you want more referrals in whatever it is that you are interested in, what is the method for that? Mr. Lawler, Miss Allen, anybody?
Give more.
Yeah.
Great job. Great job, Mr. Macy again. Miss Allen, great job. The law of prosperity is generosity. That's the law of prosperity. If you want more, you must simply give more, as the late great Mr. Bob Proctor so eloquently explicated. And he also went on to say, the person who gives the most don't receive the less, they receive more. You're giving more, you receive more. Because the law goes on further in the Holy Bible and in other great texts. The more you give, the more you receive, and you'll receive it back tenfold. You will receive it back tenfold. So the more you give, the more you give into yourself as well. So give to others freely, lovingly, kindly. And know, consequently, you too shall receive in return. So now I turn you all over to my co-host for today, none other than the living legend, Mr. Don Lawler himself. And I'm going to stop sharing my screen, and I'm going to properly introduce Mr. Lawler and allow him to share his screen when he needs to and is ready. For those of you who don't know, Mr. Don Lawler is the CEO of Storytellers and Brand Aid, branding that sticks. His passion is helping brands and individuals, just like you, tell their stories with authenticity and impact. His ideal clients are professionals and business owners who need expert help with media and marketing communications. Mr. Lawler is a Clio and an Addy award-winning storyteller, writer, filmmaker, producer, and director. That's the equivalent to a Grammy or an Emmy in the marketing and videography world. He has worked with the likes of ABC, CBS, NBC, PBS, ad agencies, Fortune 500 companies, celebrities, athletes, speakers, marketers, entrepreneurs, and individuals. Just like some of you all, great people. Mr. Don Lawler comes to you with this message, quite powerful, but very simple. Tell me your story. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you the living legend, Mr. Don Lawler.
Thank you, Isaac. I appreciate that. Ding, ding. Okay.
Sure.
Oh, it's good to see everybody again tonight, and I appreciate your time, and I hope we give you some helpful tips to make your better business and better and grow. So, you got a business, and you're on social media. Like Dr. Phil says, how's that working for you? I'd say most people are spending a lot of time building websites and putting out collateral and media and all sorts of things, and very little of it is working. And I want that to stop and to help you move forward. It should count. It should really grab the right person with the right message and get you the right customer or client. Tonight, Isaac, you can put the slide I sent you. This is basically a little case study for an industry friend of mine. Do you have that?
No, sir. You didn't email it to me.
Oh, I
asked you
did.
earlier. No, sir.
I did.
Which email did it go to?
Okay, I'm not really sure. At this point, I'm not
I
sure.
checked again
It was
before.
it's a picture of John D'Amato. I'll hold this so you can kind of see. Can you see that? It was probably around one-ish, between 1 and 2-ish this afternoon. I couldn't really tell you right now.
Yeah, I just checked both emails. I don't
Okay.
have it.
Let me ask you real quick, how many people are on LinkedIn? Please speak up. Let me hear. Is anyone on LinkedIn?
Yes, I'm on LinkedIn.
Okay, great. That's one. How many more?
I'm on LinkedIn.
And Dr.
Okay,
Jim
easy.
is
Okay, Dr. Jim is. Okay, we got 3. Mr. Isaac, you on LinkedIn?
not at the moment.
Well, good. You're in
I
the right
know. I'm
place.
slacking. I know.
Okay. Let me tell you just a little bit about LinkedIn. It's been around for a long time. It is the 900-pound gorilla for business owners. Okay. And there are millions of businesses out there. LinkedIn is basically a search engine to connect you with people who you need to be in front of. Okay. And the little story I'm going to tell you is about a friend of mine who's in the industry. He's actually a branding photographer. He specializes in doing photography of business owners and to put their best face forward in their collateral marketing and all of that. And this particular case study is of his website or his LinkedIn, but it actually all of this can operate and work with other mediums like LinkedIn, Alignable, a few others like that. Your Facebook page. All of this can be should actually have the same look and feel no matter where it is. Oop, I hear somebody back there talking. Okay. So if you would just mute, that would be great. So let me ask you this. Is your marketing doing its job? I wanted to show you a picture of John D'Amato's LinkedIn page. You might be able to look at John A. D'Amato, Isaac, and maybe you'll find it. Because up in the upper right-hand corner, he has a kind of a diagram of what he offers. And he says curbside appeal, instant credibility, and genuine uniqueness are his 3 things that he tries to sell. And he calls that collectively in a triangle a market of one. He works with a lot of professional speakers like Jim Rohn, people that are part of the national or international speakers bureaus, and they speak worldwide. And that is his niche. Now, one thing I want to say about a niche, the more finely you define your niche, the more you're going to stand out immediately to help people that you want to serve and that you are most prepared to serve. You can't help everyone. And if you put out a vanilla blanketed profile, you're not gonna get anybody. Everybody's gonna be confused. You might get a few, as we call them in the wedding world, door kickers, but it's not your person. You've got to find specifically your person, your people, and they will, when you help them, they will help you grow. It's like pouring gas on a fire, okay? But you got to have the right formula to do that. Now, John was told a little story about a friend of his. He had some collateral out there, and he had some of his photos out there. And there was one photo that he had on that actually was part of a tattoo. One of his clients liked it so much, he made a tattoo on his arm that said, "Deliver magic." And John, being a photographer, thought that is the coolest thing. I love it. And I think I'm going to make that my logo on my LinkedIn page. And nothing happened. Why do you think that might be? He's a professional photographer that does photography specifically for national and internationally known speakers in a number of different fields, but each one of them is the expert in their niche, right? So why do you think that tattoo saying "Deliver Magic," which is a cool line, did not grab anybody to his LinkedIn page that he poured all this time and energy in? And that goes on for other things too. I'm going to tell you about LinkedIn and Alignable, two different sources for helping you market for free if you know how to do it right. But they also, like Facebook or any of the other platforms, also have paid versions. But if you do it right, you can operate for free. It is perfect for small business owners, one man or one woman, professional groups or whatever, So I want you to write down linkedin.com and Alignable, ALIGN, ALIGN, okay, .com. Okay, so I want you to check those out and join. But don't just join. I want you to use what we talk about tonight. And I'm going to offer you a little help at the end, okay? So, over the course of several months, John reached out, and it just wasn't working. It just wasn't working for him. He ignored every single. He actually asked a bunch of people, friends that knew him, to critique his site, and he ignored every one of those people what they told him. Okay, and I'm guilty like that too. So sometimes it does take someone from the outside to see what you do not see. He thought surely the photo of a tattoo of my own hashtag on a colleague's arm that I made his picture of is going to get a lot of people to pay attention. And of course it didn't, right? So a few weeks ago, John was working through something that else entirely. And while reading, he had one of those moments that landed somewhere between embarrassing and obvious. They were right. That's a hard pill to swallow sometimes. The photo was not the problem. The placement was. That image is special to John, okay? Those that know John knows that's special to him. The story behind it's incredible, and what it represents is important. The issue was that he was using it it was a deeply emotional, personal celebration of the work that he had done and created that image. And it was not doing the job because it was not doing the job it was meant to do. Okay. There he was putting on his website, putting it on LinkedIn, putting it on Alignable, putting it on his card, things like that. But he wasn't really speaking directly to the people who don't wear tattoos. He wasn't speaking to the people about what he does specifically, things like that. And we all are guilty of it. We have something that we think is cool. Maybe we designed something or saw something that was really cool for someone else, and we got it in the wrong place. And there is a place for many things that we have, but they have to be in the right place. It's rarely the same visual that answers the second problem of marketing, and that's affinity. People go looking for things. An affinity is a group. Okay, like if you like Reebok, you have an affinity for anything Reebok, right? If you're like Nikon, you have an affinity for Nikon. If you're a golfer, you have an affinity for golf. So don't throw anything else out there that's going to confuse people of what you're trying to communicate to that one special group of people, your customers. And you all know what you do best and what you love delivering and what kind of I can't find the word here, but how people feel because of what you did for them. Okay, so really find out what that is and focus on it. So the image confirms what he does without anyone reading a word is what he ended up doing. And that is the triangle that I wish I could show you. If you go to his website, it's a triangle that I described earlier. It's a triangle that says exactly what he does and the three things that help that be true. And I go back over here and find it. Okay, the triangle in the middle says a market of one. He is helping individuals, a market of one, reach their individual market of one, someone who specifically needs to work with them for what they teach or coach. Okay, they're speakers. And around it, he offers curbside appeal for their face being used, their photos that he creates for them. He gives instant credibility because the photos he does uniquely shows what they do, and it shows a genuine uniqueness. Now that's him. You probably have three things that you do that nobody else in your niche, at least in this market, does your way really well and gives a great result. That was the word I was looking for, a great result, okay? Mr. Issac has one thing he does really well, and he gives a great result. And I'm a testament of that, and I've just gotten started, and we're already off to a good start. So that's good. Okay. So, let me catch up to where I was trying to be. I'm trying to cut this short because I know we're going to go long. You got to have better questions, right? What does the banner need to confirm about you in 1.75 seconds after someone clicks on the profile? That is now how fast people decide. 1.75 seconds, not even 2 seconds. So you've got to be really crystal clear. You can't tell about everything you sell in your ice cream shop. You can't talk about all the flavors. You sell ice cream. You sell ice creams to really hot, tired, people just need to have some ice cream and cool down really quick, right? One thing, don't tell them about all the flavors. You want to get them into the store, and you're going to help them. Okay, that's pretty simplified, but that's how it works. Now, I'm willing to help you with a 10-second scan or audit of your LinkedIn page or your alignable page or your Facebook page or however you market yourself. And I'll give you a real straight shoot. But I also encourage you to show those things to someone you know, like, and trust, not necessarily your parents or someone like that, but someone in business, particularly someone that you really want to help. Because they'll shoot straight with you. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't understand. Maybe you should say this and not that. And then just say thank you and write it down. Start taking some notes and start looking at your industry outside of Memphis and see what they're doing. And you find somebody that you really resonate with. They're your twins. You don't know, right? Borrow the ideas, don't steal, borrow the ideas and create your own unique marketing pitch. Okay. So if you're interested, call me this week. I'll do a 10-second audit scan of whatever you want me to look at, and I'll be honest with you, and I'll try to help you. Okay.
Awesome.
So that's it for today. I could go on a lot more. I wish I had that one picture so you could see, but hopefully you got the visual of it. I want you to look up Don Lawler on LinkedIn and see if you can find me. And this is not tonight, but this week. And Alignable. Look for me on Alignable. You'll either find me under Don Lawler, which is probably how you find me, or Storytellers, most likely. And you can kind of see what I'm doing there. I'm still tweaking mine. Hearing John's story this week just kind of made me stop and go back and look at my site. I tweaked it just a little bit, and it's always a work in progress. It really is, and marketing is too. But you really want to try and nail who you are, what you do, who you serve, crystal clear as possible, and then start there and ask questions, listen to people, particularly customers, and find out why they came to you. Get their testimonials if you possibly can, because these days we're fed up with advertising. We're all fed up with AI, etc. I think most of us, particularly in our age bracket, are looking for real people who really care about us and we can really trust to help us. So
Very nice.
that said, I'm turning it back over to Isaac, and we'll take it from there.
Very nice. Thank you, Mr. Lawler. All right, beautiful people. We are now going to open it up for about 5 or 10 minutes or so for questions and answers. Questions and answers. So anybody got any questions for Mr. Lawler or for myself?
I have a question.
Yes, sir.
Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Who's your question for?
For Don Lawler.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Now, I have LinkedIn.
Mm-hmm.
It's in LinkedIn as James Renford Powell.
Okay.
And I have Alignable. And there's a lot of things that come through, and people are wanting to connect, and people who got things to sell.
Yeah.
But I don't think I've ever had a single inquiry about producing a book from either one of them. So obviously there has to be not only tweaking, but some restructuring.
Exactly. Because you are a publisher, and I tell you what, LinkedIn is the perfect place to find people who speak, coach, teach, who has a book in them.
Mm-hmm.
And I bet a lot of them have thought about it, but they thought it's just too much work, or I don't have time.
Mm-hmm.
So that's my guesstimate. I have worked with a number of authors through the years. It's not my niche, but they've come to me, and I bet I'm pretty close to being spot on with that. So let's have a talk and see what we can do to help you with that. And I wrote it down. I'm going to check out both of those. A lot of people are on there and they don't even fill out anything much more than the name of their company. Some people put way too much information or the wrong information. You just got to get really focused on your people. That's the best thing. And let me ask you this, Jim. Can you think of anyone who you talked with about writing a book that got really excited and said yes and jumped right in? If you can think of that person, think of the best one, okay? Start writing down some notes as to what they said, what you said, how they reacted to whatever you said, and what the process was like for them. If you still can get in touch with them, call them up and have a conversation saying, I need some help. Can you answer these questions for me? And then listen. And then maybe ask them for any ideas they might have that would get other people just like them to reach out to you to help them out. And I think that will help a whole lot.
On LinkedIn, they have the other things that you pay extra for. That I'm told is very good, but I've never done it.
Okay, now what would be extra things that you're talking about?
Well, I don't know. They advertise it all the time.
Is it the premium features?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I've had the premium for a little while. I mean, it matter of fact, it just expired. Seems like it gives you more access to some of your premium users as well. And I guess the algorithm puts you out there a little more, you know, because I used to get a lot of engagement with that premium. But I know it's some stuff I need to do to kind of, I think mine is more consistency, you know, constantly posting, constantly connecting, following up, different things like that.
Bingo. Yeah, the more you post and engage the audience in your post, the better. I follow several people that just do it almost daily, but at least once a week, you should be posting something that helps the people you're targeting with some of your knowledge. Just give it away. Just give it away. And I mean, you're an expert on what you do, so talk about it. And just test that out at least once a week for a while. Give it at least a couple of months, and I bet you start getting some traction. And then from there, I would just try and find out by asking them questions, engaging online. I know it takes time. That's probably my hardest thing to do because it just takes a lot of time. But get you some good feedback, and then start tweaking what you're posting. And hold on to what you're posting because you may be able to recycle it later on with a few tweaks. Because people forget, and new people come in all the time, and people just disappear all the time. But I built up an audience pretty darn quickly without really trying that hard. It just had a good, clear message. But I need to start working on, you know, I got to practice what I preached. But I need to get in there and start working on it a little bit more.
Very nice. Great question, Dr. Jim. All right, anybody else got any questions for Mr. Lawler or for myself?
Yeah, what I was going to say about LinkedIn is it's international, but Alignable is very unique in that it's like LinkedIn for local people.
Nice.
And if you go on my site, I was the business person of the year, 3 years, 25, 24, and I think 22. And all I did was I worked it. I was really working on Alignable, doing exactly what I told you tonight. And I've dropped off. I still get people, but I need to get back on there too. But it is LinkedIn for local people. Very nice. And in my case, I put down, I could say Memphis, but I put Germantown. It's a finer market niche. I happen to live in Germantown. And that really helped boost my audience from that area. But I get Memphis too, and get other people from other places.
You can put I think on LinkedIn I could put personal phone number, personal email address, but on Alignable they won't let you do that at all. And I find it very awkward to communicate with people over Alignable.
Yeah, you know, Alignable is not nearly as sophisticated. They're working really hard. I've seen a major change in the last year, but they're still not aligned. I mean, not LinkedIn. You know, they're still not. I think they both have value, but it has a lot to do with what you say and how often you're seen. That's pretty much it. And you're a professional writer. Just go back in your notes and find a few things that you think would be good, and just in one session, just sit down, and they don't have to be long. I mean, I'm talking just a few sentences. They're going to pique interest, and you could talk about the 13 laws. I mean, just enough. Even use AI to help you cull it down if you want. Write a thesis, but give it to AI and say, I need 30 words or 50 words or whatever, and do that. Put a nice picture with it and go, and just see what happens.
Yeah.
I think the only thing I've posted is maybe the Renford affirmations.
Okay.
Is about the only thing I put on there. But I don't post regularly. I don't do anything like that regularly.
Right.
I need somebody to take care of the social media for me, because it's just time consuming.
Yeah, it's very time consuming. I love doing it, but it just depends on what I'm doing. But I know a number of good people that could help out too. So just let's talk, and we'll see what we can do.
Thank you.
You're
So
welcome.
Dr. Jim and I, we're long-winded, so we gotta chop our stuff down. So
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Mr. Armstrong, you got any questions for myself or Mr. Lawler? Well, I know you don't have any for me, because Mr. Armstrong, he always strategically times it just right. He always omits my segment and come right on in. It's the living legend, Mr. Don Lawler comes in.
Yeah, that's exactly it. Yeah, I know y'all see me eating on here. I'm trying to grab me a little bite, and I'm trying to get my AI stuff going, and I had to get my car right because we're going to Florida in a minute. Got to rotate all my tires, and anyway, just life. You know how it goes. Just on my I definitely want you to look at my LinkedIn. Just make sure it's up to code. You know what I'm saying? And
shoot me an email. I mean, I'm on Isaac's list. Just shoot me an email. I'll check it out. Or you call me. Call me, and we'll look at it together.
Good deal. Good deal. Good deal. Good deal. Anybody else got anything at the moment? Anybody got any questions?
I don't have any questions, but I really did like this segment. And one thing you said, Mr. Lawler, that I've got to get back to, and that's my Facebook posting, because when I was posting regular, I got regular business off of Facebook. So I will be starting that back this week. If it's only just once a week, I'm going to have something on there to engage people.
Good. If it works, keep doing it. If it doesn't, do something else.
Yeah. Well, then Mr. Macy's also got a good reason for not posting regularly as well.
Yeah.
So she'd have to delegate that to somebody.
Yeah. But what I like to do is batch things. Find an hour, find 30 minutes, whatever, and get with someone who can write that down. You just speak and let them write down the things, and then maybe they'll do a rough draft, or go to AI and get AI to do a rough draft. AI is best also if it learns how you speak and gets your voice, so to speak, so that when it's creating things, it sounds like it's coming from you. That takes a little time to figure out, but it's not nearly as hard as the people trying to sell you courses tell you. It's really not.
So good job, Mr. Macy. That's good. See, she's still
that's great.
Still taking action, as I talked about earlier. Thoughts, actions, results. Thoughts, actions, results. So she's still taking. That's awesome.
That's right. So,
and remember,
a little a day is.
What you say, Mr. Macy?
Oh no, I was telling you, thank you.
Yes, ma'am. Absolutely. And remember, we can either make excuses or we can make executions, but we can't do both.
Yeah.
The excuses will lead us to being strayed away from our goals. The executions will carry us to our goals continuously, consistently. So, and earlier when I talked about referrals, giving more referrals, give you a story. There's a young lady that does events, but she's also a school teacher. So she's not working her business full time. She's a school teacher full time. Over the past 3, 4 years, I'm always referring people to her for events. I'm always inviting her to different business meetings or network meetings, etc. She can never make it because of school, but at least I was passing on referrals. Well, I've noticed over the past year or so, she refers people to me on Facebook, and like just like I did with you to score you that wedding this past weekend. She would do that on some of the posts and people asking about her trainer. Well, yesterday I got a message from her and she said, "Hey, my fiance needs to get his military measurements done, and you're the only certified trainer I know. Can you help him?" Like, absolutely. Spoke with him yesterday. He came on this morning, did his measurements. Hey, he's kind of a one and done type of a client, but hey, he could send more people entering the Air Force as well. You never know. But then he got to sitting down and reading over the superfood soup. He loved it. He said, "I gotta try it, man. It looks great." He bought a superfood soup as well. So the more you give, the more you'll receive. And it takes us nothing to refer people. Takes no time at all. And it's actually, to me, very, very fun. And when I see you all win, hey, very happy, So,
That is great. Really
yes,
nice.
sir. So that's what it's all about. So.
Yeah, Isaac, I talked with Mary Lou today that I was telling you about the other day, and she seemed very excited because she can get you speaking for a group of people,
Okay.
but I think we can also get you on one of the podcasts too.
Very nice. Well, thank you,
So
sir.
be thinking about what you're going to do specifically for seniors.
I got you. I got it. Yes,
Yeah, I
sir.
know you do. And I
Yes,
think
sir. I
if
got
that
you.
goes really well, we can probably get you a lot of places, good
Very
places.
nice. Yes, sir. In the speaker world, which I'm sure you probably know, Dr. Jim knows,
Yeah,
called your unique speaking mechanism. I've been thinking about that for a very long time. So, yes, sir.
absolutely.
I got
And
it.
it
Yes,
gives you
sir.
instant credibility if you can speak, because people are more afraid of speaking than dying,
Isn't that
literally.
something? Isn't that something?
That is a fact.
Yeah. Anybody else got anything before we close out? Any questions, any comments, any suggestions? Want anybody to take a look at something for you all? Speak now or forever hold your precious peace. All right, beautiful people. Well, we're going to go ahead and close out tonight. Thank you all for joining in, for participating. Thank you all for learning together and earning together. And remember, great minds think alike and we link alike. Love you all. God bless you all. Call me if you need me. Call Mr. Lawler. Call Dr. Jim if you all have any questions about your social media, your advertising, your marketing, etc. You all have a blessed night. Thank you.